How you doing, fam? This is Chris Mizo here. I have the GU605M in my hands right here. In other words, I have the ASUS ROG Zephyrus G16, the 2024 edition. This has some really amazing specs that I want to share with you guys, and it has completely been done, especially the beautiful chassis that we have to see in hand. I was excited about this in CES 2024, and I really want to see what this laptop has to offer everybody out there, for everybody who are fans of the Zephyrus line. So without further ado, let's open this up and we'll talk more. I'm excited to see what type of offerings they have. It comes packed in this little cardboard box. It's packed in this cardboard pretty tightly. And it seems like it's boxed again, just to make sure that your item is completely safe, smart, because I was kind of scared, to be honest, when I first received it, because I wasn't sure if it was going to come damaged, because as you can see, you could see all that damage on the box there. Let's first open up this little box, see what kind of things they offer. And here we go. We got the power cord and the actual power brick. And we can take a closer look at that for the ultimate prize here. Now we're gonna open this up, see how this laptop looks like here. Lots of static there, so be careful when touching it, but the box feels pretty premium. It feels kind of rubbery actually, touching this box. Has all your information, has the cool little ROG Zephyrus little symbol there in the front of it. I just like the design of it. So let's open this up, see what's in there. And there it is. Looks amazing already. Here's the actual laptop here. And wow, it is thin. And the rest of your little ASUS little product paperwork here. Ooh. We have here the beautiful ASUS ROG Zephyrus G16. This is premiumly built with precision craftsmanship by CNC Machining. What that practically means is, in order for them to create this, they used aluminum 6063, which is the same material that they use for aircrafts. They built the tolerances so tight to where it doesn't sacrifice the height and the weight and the performance. And take a look at that screen. It is beautiful. Here you have the wondrous keyboard, you have the large trackpad, you got the speakers, the power button, the simple function buttons all up here up in the top. Of course, you got this wonderful light strip that is in the front of the machine. And you can tell the back here has such precision when it comes to the Zephyrus name. Back here you also have the exhaust for the actual PC. And you're wondering, how can it exhaust heat this way? But we'll talk about it a little bit more later. What they recommend is when you first get this ASUS ROG Zephyrus, make sure that you charge it up for at least 3 hours before use. So that's what we're gonna do first. There's gonna be a small indication light, you barely can see it, but it's a little red indicator on the top of the laptop. So we'll be back once we give it the full 3 hours.
Many unbearable hours later.
Now we got the ASUS Zephyrus G16 all set up in all its glory. Just look how beautiful it is. Wait till you hear the specifications, because they are just magnificent. Intel i9 Ultra, the brand new Meteor Lake 1885H. It has 16 cores and up to 22 threads, has a base clock of 2.3 gigahertz and a boost clock of up to 5.3 gigahertz. It also has a brand new AI Boost NPU built into it, so not only does it help performance, but it also helps efficiency. It also has a brand new NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4090 in this laptop, has up to 16 gigabytes of VRAM, it has up to 1700 megahertz of clock speed, including 50 megahertz of overclock speed, that ASUS ROG has customized in this device. It also has a pair of two 16GB of LPDDR5 RAM, which equals out to 32GB. It has a really weird number. It's up to 7467 MHz that it is rated at, depending on how you set up your system. It also has 2 TB of SSD built into this beast. They use Western Digital's, which is PCI Express 4.0. Unfortunately, it isn't PCI Express 5.0 yet, especially for something like this. It also features Bluetooth 5.3 and it features Wi-Fi 6E. Unfortunately, it does not have Wi-Fi 7 yet. It does come with Windows 11 Pro, which is the maxed out version of Windows that you can get. And it has 90 watt-hours of battery life in this beast here. Since this is all opened up, I want to talk to you about one of the most critical things about having a gaming laptop, or whether you use it for creativity use or not. Cooling is essential. With decent cooling, you have to have decent thermal paste. And what do they use? They use Thermal Grizzly's thermal paste, which helps it drop 13 degrees Celsius cooler. The new flagship is completely redesigned on how it circulates air. It uses ASUS's ArcFlow 2, which is brand new, which I was excited to see in CES 2024, as I showed you guys earlier. The way it dissipates heat is pretty creative, especially because it uses a vapor chamber. The vapor chamber spreads through the mainboard first before it actually goes to the heat sinks. Once it hits the heat sinks, then it dissipates the heat, pushes it back out under its feet away from the display. Speaking of the display, let's talk about this gorgeous brand new ROG Nebula display. It boasts a 2560 by 1660 screen. It is a 2.5K screen, has 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio, 100% DCI-P3. It has HDR, has up to 500 nits of brightness. It also has 240 Hz of refresh rate, and it has a response time of 0.02 milliseconds. It is also G-Sync compatible, which is one of the first laptops out there to boast about that compatibility, and it also is Pantone verified. It does have a mux switch and features NVIDIA's advanced options. Importantly for you guys out there who cares about a matte display, guess what? This is glossy. Yes, finally, a glossy display. This laptop has a nice glossy OLED. Now let's talk about the smart amp technology that these speakers have, because it actually has a subwoofer built right into the chassis, and it has 2 tweeters in the front of it. Let's take a look around these IO ports, because I know you guys want to see exactly what the chassis has around it. Right here is where it uses its power brick to charge up this ASUS G16. It also uses HDMI 2.1. It also has Thunderbolt 4 for those who really care about power. And yes, when I say power, it also has power delivery, and you can even use it for DisplayPort. It also features 2 USB 3.2 Type 2 USB-A ports, and there is the 3.5mm jack where you can either plug your microphone or your headset. Here you can plug in USB-C, which is rated at USB 3.2 Type 2 speeds. You also have the other USB 3.2 Type 2 USB-A port, and you also have the SD card slot, which is rated for U2, which can go up to speeds of up to 318 megabytes per second. Now let's get into Armoury Crate. You can go here to the home page where it has all these great features that you can take advantage of, such as when you go into devices, you can do a lot of customizing here to your Zephyrus G16. You could go to GPU power saving mode if you want to, in order to save on your PC's power. If you want to use it for more of maximum battery life, just switch it over to eco mode. Next, you could go to customizable hotkeys in order to switch up what you would like on your keyboard. And most importantly, I know all you guys want to know how good are the RGBs on this laptop. Well, let me show you exactly how good they are. So we're going to start off with static, and I'm going to turn the brightness all the way up so you can check it out for yourself. Take a look at that. That is a static, and this is just a white. Now let's try to switch it over to something more like blue. Take a look at that. Let's go to the back of the slash lighting where it can be adjusted. So the wonderful thing about the ASUS ROG Zephyrus G16, it has this strobe light in the back of it. Right now, it's currently not lit up because it is on battery power here. We have to make sure to enable it. And once you enable it here, you can actually adjust the brightness. And right now we got it set to transmission. So let's do that. Let me show you how it looks like here. And take a look at that fabulous display here. It also has a 1080p webcam, which you can use for Windows Hello to unlock your screen. So can ASUS actually be a MacBook killer? I'm really curious to see if this is the Windows version of a MacBook, because not only can you game on it, but the productivity use should be quite amazing, especially with these types of specifications. So fam guys, I hope you found this content very useful. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you know anybody else who's interested in the ASUS ROG Zephyrus G16, the 2024, make sure you share this video with them. And also, if you're not part of the big wonderful fam, make sure you go down and hit the subscribe button for more. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. And for all the newest updates, make sure you follow my X handle right here, as it is the same as my TikTok and IG as well. I hope you're looking forward to the review as much as I am. I am hoping that this can be quite the beast. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Chris Mizo signing out.